Hi everybody, we know we're going to talk about weekly inspiration to inspire ourselves spiritually, spiritual inspiration or weekly inspiration. And this week we're going to use the part called Reeh. Reeh means to see or to look. And it starts with saying, God is saying to the people of Israel, or Moses saying to the people of Israel, see or look, I'm giving in front of you blessing and curse. The blessing is if you're capable to listen, and the curse if you're not capable to listen. Then the portion I'm just sharing with you first what the story is, okay? Then the portion taking another level, and he's talking about something called tithing, charity, and Shemitah. Shemitah is when in Israel, in the 7th year, you cannot use the fruit and vegetables that come from the ground. You have to let it go. So that means if you're a farmer, for 6 years you're taking care of the field, and on the 7th years you leave it alone. And of course comes the question, what do you eat for the 8 years? You know, you have no food. And it's written, two opinions on that if you keep the Shemitah, you keep it, you will have enough food for the 8 years from the 6th year. Do you follow what I'm saying? That means the 6th will have enough food. It will be enough for the 7 and for the 8, because in the 8 you're going to plant the seed, and then only in the 9 you're going to eat from that. Do you follow? So the question that the Kabbalist asked, what does that mean enough? Is enough mean the quality, or enough mean the quantity? And of course there is two opinions. The simple opinion, the pshat, is quantity. You will have so much, it will be forever. Most Kabbalists explain that it's a quality. That means if a grain of rice or wheat, it's enough, let's say, for quarter of a meal, that exact grain, if you keep that exact thing that God suggests you should, it will be enough, that grain, for all 3 meals. You will not have to be hungry after that. So from here we learn about food quality. Sometimes you eat food and you are starving because that food is empty. There is no, and it's not what food you're eating. It's a kind of a deep thing, because it's what type of energy the farmer put into the food. It's not about the chemical. It's not about the organic. It's not about the environment. It's the immediate person that put the seed into the ground, how they grow it, and what's their intention. So what we can learn just about the last part I'll just say is you can only share when you believe you have enough, and you can only have enough if you believe you have enough. I will explain that. If you think, there's people who always say, I don't have enough. I don't have enough time. I don't have enough love. I don't have enough money. So it's difficult for them to share. Why is it difficult for them to share? Not because they're bad people. Because truly, they don't believe they have. So, are they right that they don't think they have? Yes, they are. From their perspective, when you define reality, reality is perspective, you know? Reality is not necessarily reality based on fact. Reality can be based on fact according to your perspective, if you understand what I'm saying. So you think that's what's going on, but it's not necessarily what's going on. So this week, we need to correct it. We need to correct our life. And we need to start feeling and walking and thinking like we have enough of everything. And if we don't think we have enough of everything, that area that I don't think I have enough, it's a sick area. And because it's a sick area, I cannot share from that area. And because I can't share from that area getting worse and worse every day. So on Saturday, our family, we play Remy Q. So we play Remy Q. So every time I get, I don't know if you know the game, I get the cube and I put it there, I always announce, I got the 2 joker. And it started happening. It was funny. I said, woo. And I'm not such a good player. I'm not as good as my wife Debbie. I mean, she wins all the time. But, you know, so you put the cube. Sometimes you have joker, but if you're not a good player, you can put it all you want. It's not working. It's just not working. You have to have like, a brain can think like Gemini from different direction, like so many things going on at the same time. So the idea is, some people have enough, but they don't know that they have. I don't know if you ever met people like this. There's people who it's never enough. Never enough. My friend is a very funny guy. He has enough, but he is one of those guys who never believe he has enough. So he always send me the richest people in the United States, then Singapore. Then today he send me the richest women in the United States. That's what he's angry about today. So he has a whole conversation of this woman, I hope I'm saying the name correct, Scarlett Johansson. Am I saying it correctly? That's the name? Scarlett Johansson. You see how much money you have. He started investigating the whole case. I said, man, let it go already. He's a nice guy. He's a super nice guy. He believes he have everything perfect besides money, but he have money. But he has a perfect life, but he believes he should have more because he want to get to a certain number. And it bothered him that Scarlett Johansson make a lot of money. It's really bothered him today. So it's true story. And then I show him that he sent me the list. I said, but Oprah Winfrey has 3.7 billion. Why that? But it's much more than Johansson. I said, what's the name of that lady from the Pam drink? There's a Pam Resnick family, Linda, smart woman. She's worth 2.3 billion. What's wrong? No, this one, it's okay, they work. Yeah, what is that? She do Superman and she have so much money, you know? No, I don't know if it's Superman, something like that, you know? Avengers. Yeah, that's the name, yeah. But the reason I mentioned that to you, because when you not start thinking, I'm healthy enough, I'm rich enough, I have so much love, opportunity find me, I find opportunity, it's very difficult for the true essence of blessing to start coming to your way. So tonight, what I want to do is to go step by step how to get there, how to get to that consciousness, because not easy. I know when I'm down, you know, anybody Scorpio here? No. So Scorpio is down, you don't want to be there. Scorpio can go to hell and back. Whoever next to them can get burned, but they don't, you know. They go to hell, visit, make some barbecue, and then they come back, you know. But people next to them cannot handle that, because Scorpio has to go through the depth, and this is the one sign. That's why Scorpio controlled by the 8 hours. The 8 hours in astrology represent death and resurrection. So death and resurrection. So basically Scorpio die usually twice a month. Usually it happens in the full moon and the beginning of the moon. They die, crash, and climb again. But they love it. They cannot be without it. So if you ever marry a Scorpio, you have to understand, you have to get ready for that. Men have their period twice a month, by the way. Twice a month. They have to go to the down and up, down and up. They need it. Because why? If you look at the Torah, the tribe that represents Scorpio is Dan. Dan was when the camp of the Israelite moved from Egypt, they have to be in the back. But there is a meaning to it, say Dari. The back is where the klipot, where the negativity is. Because they know how to go to hell and they like to deal a little bit with negativity. This is their personality. Scorpio with no negativity is a dead Scorpio. There's no such a thing. They are the only one who can go to the worst places and come back with nitzotzot, with the spark of light. That's their job. It's a job. So when Scorpio go to a dark moment, leave them to be. You Just leave them to be, run away to the hill, go shopping and come back next day, different people. It's true, no? We have our moment. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? We have our moment. But when they're sweet, they're sweet. So if you're able to handle that cycle, perfect. But you can talk to them about the darkest, worst thing, and they will not even move their eyes. Like, wow, that's amazing. How can I help you with that? It's like, yeah, that's come from hell. I've been there. Yeah, I know what the thing. So, and that's why they're very secretive, because they can't share with you their secret, because if they share with you something they even think about, you're gonna die. You just don't gonna handle to contain the thought. It's going that far. But why am I sharing that with you? Because we have to get into a place that we feel fulfilled. We need to feel fulfilled. When we feel fulfilled, the fulfillment starts finding you. The laws of attraction, or the laws of Kabbalah, based on Rabbi Isaac Luria, there is something called laws of affinity, okay, in Kabbalah, that like attract like, not opposite attract, as many people believe. Like people believe because the magnet, which is almost the letter negative, magnet negative, right? It's almost the letter negative. They believe that's the way it's going to work. But it doesn't work like that. If you're a plus, you're going to start attracting plus people. So a wonderful gentleman invited me to go to a party. I wasn't at a party for a long time. I was so happy I was invited, So I'm going to a party. I'm a little nervous, not been around the block for party for a long time. So it's a secret room, doors. You're walking in. I don't know what's going on. And I'm, trying to be next to him without his leaving. So don't leave me. Whatever you do, don't leave me. Because I'm new, don't know anybody. I'm very friendly after I know the people, but I need some time, So I don't know anybody. I said, don't worry. I said, I'm not worried. I just like to be next to you. Okay, so wherever you go, take me with you. So we're going. All of a sudden, the host, like for me, decided to do a workshop. So, okay, this is a workshop. So the workshop, you are left to leave the people that you know. And I only know one person. That person, it's the only person I know. And start walking around and say hello to people. So my God. So what I do, okay, I know how to talk, I know how to say something, but I'm, who do I talk? What do I say? Maybe it will come out. What I'm going to talk about, Kabbalah, astrology, that's it. I mean, what's the conversation about now in town? So I started walking, and it was two famous models there. So I'm walking, and I'm kind of nervous, looking right, looking left, like, would I say hello here? And the model come to me. I didn't know she was famous when he was talking to me. I say hi. He say hi. Where are you? And I start talking to her about astrology. So my friend, he's a funny guy. So he's telling me, you're talking to her. The old guy is waiting in line to say hello to her. And they say, who's this guy? Where did he come from? We don't even know him. And he said, no, he's with me. Don't worry about it. He's with me. So the reason I share with you this kind of a funny story is the people that I met at that night was wonderful people. I was in a good spirit. My friend helped me to be in a good spirit. You start meeting the right people. You start attracting everything. The question is, what is that you want to have in your life? But don't think about what is that you don't have. If you start thinking about what is that you don't have will be your attraction. I repeat again. And it's, by the way, it's for my first chapter of my book who's coming next week, you see? My book is coming after 2 years of waiting. Finally, the book is coming. After all, it's written by Israeli in English, so it needs a lot of work, right? So it's coming in 1 week. Thank God, it's all ready to go. I'm very excited about it. So the first chapter, I'm teaching people how to get what they want. And there is a system that invented 3,400 years ago. It's worked since then. And the number one thing is to understand that you have to develop a desire, but the desire cannot come from a place that you don't have. You have to come from a place that you have, and you fulfill, and you connect to your fulfillment, and then it finds you. Everything you want will find you. So, I'm healthy. Health start finding you. It's finding us. I have so much love. I have so much joker, right? I have so many guys chasing me. I have so many girls chasing me, right? You're saying those mantra, okay? and you repeat it to yourself, things start to appear. If it's not appear, you're busy with what you don't have and you try to attract. Most of the time we go hungry and we are wondering why it's not happening. So the Torah in this week parasha teaching us there is a way to always have fulfillment, and through that you're going to get what you want. The question is, how do we do it? So what is the first verse? God is saying, or Moses is saying in the name of God, see today I'm giving you blessing and a curse. Why would God be busy giving you a curse? The question is, did you ever in your life, in any point, I'm not asking Scorpio, we definitely went through that, felt curse? And at one point in your life, Scorpio can do that, like what's going on, why is it doesn't work, I did everything. So, in any point in your life you felt cursed. What do you do with that curse? What do you do with the pain in your body? What do you do with pain in your emotional? Emotional pain is worse than the physical. It's very tough. Mental, misunderstanding, embarrassing, all type of pain. What do you do with that? Tell us the Zohar, tell us the Torah, that you have to get into a place. There's 3 levels of consciousness to get you to that place. And again, by fixing that, you will always can be fulfilled. You either look at that as a test, right? As a test, like Abraham was tested by God, Nisa. Either you look at it like a miracle, or either you look at it as elevation. And we repeat it again. Either you look at the curse as a test, either it's a miracle, either elevation. The question is, let's say somebody, God forbid, lose money or health issue or something like this. Right away, this is the 3 options. Either look at it as a test. Okay, I'm going to a test right now. I need to learn. There is a lesson here. I don't know the lesson, but there is a lesson. That's one way. Then miracle. There is a miracle happening right now in front of you. Of course, that's a serious elevation. Then the ultimate level, it's, wow, that experience elevates me to the highest level I can be. I can't believe that the Creator, the Divine, and the Angel allow me to be that high level because of that. These levels, if we can go to that, that's called, we're turning the klala lebracha, we're turning the curse into a blessing. So every curse you have in your life is actually a door being opened for a blessing. But it's a Reeh, see, I give you today a blessing, and the blessing is if you listen, not if you see. So of course comes the question, what is to see? What is to see? How do I see my blessing? How do I get there? So I need to take you to another journey. A Kabbalist by the name of Rabbi Eliyahu of Lizhensk from Poland, and hopefully one day I will take you there. Great place, great place. So you say, Reeh, to see, actually doesn't mean to see. It means to spiritually elevate yourself to a place of connection to the divine, to God, to the Creator, either through fear, through respect, or through love. I'm sure you're asking yourself, why do I need to have fear? And look what it says. The fear of punishment is not motivating people to become spiritual. The opposite. It pushes people away. But if a person has love in their life, the biggest love you have, you found your love. Ultimately, no compromise. I'm not talking about compromise love. Most of the couples today, it's compromise. We found each other. The market was low. I was in the market low. So, that's it. What are you going to do? We took leftover. I was leftover. The other one leftover. Together. Go together. We have no time here. Go on. So, I'm talking about when you find the top of your expectation, and 2 of you like unbelievable in love, you have to develop a fear not to ruin, not to destroy that love that you have. You follow that? And that fear that you develop can only come if you have respect to what you have. Did I lose you? It's a 3 level. It's kind of complicated already, but I will explain it. So let's say, is it ever happened to you that you have something that has value and you lost the value to what you have ever had? You experienced something like that? It can be a ring, it can be a car, it can be a watch. You getting it? The day you getting it is like, oh my God, this is unbelievable. And then with the time, the value, I like it. When you got it, I love it. You ever see the faces of people getting married? So when I do wedding, it's unbelievable. People getting married, they are like, unbelievable. First, they look perfect. They smile perfect. There's nothing else. They don't care for the food. They don't care for the flour, for the drink, they care for... I mean, there is wedding that sometimes they don't even look at each other. Like that. And they look. You know, but there's good wedding when there is like connection. And then usually after 3 years they come to see me. That's a different story, you know, the fight and problem. What happened to the love? What happened to the love? Like you go ask people who marry, let's say for 25 years. It's a challenge I'm giving you. Tell them how's love life without using drugs or alcohol. I'm talking about flat. How's love life after 25 years? Oh, wonderful. Good. Polite. Yeah. Very good. Very good. And the idea is what happened to that passion and love from the first moment? It was not appreciated. And second, you didn't develop a fear you might lose it. So the fear is a healthy fear if you know how to use it. The fear, say Rabbi Elimelech, it's like a cage. It's almost like a fence to keep the love not to go away. But it can only come if you have appreciation for what you have. So you need to have appreciation. And then when you have the appreciation, you develop, oh my God, I have so much in my life, I don't want to lose it. Now you protect it like with everything. And every day you love the person you're with more because you have a fear. Like God forbid, people who lose somebody that they love, happen a lot. People lose somebody that they love. What happened to them after they lose somebody they love? They start to develop appreciation. But the person is not there. They appreciate something they don't have. How can that be? Because when it's gone, if you understand the vessel concept, the vessel is empty now. So the vessel develops a desire to fulfill that void. And that void needs to be fulfilled. That's the laws of the universe. Now, can we prevent lost with money, lost with love, lost with health? You can prevent. If you start making a list this week of all the greatest things you have in your life. After you have the greatest thing you have in your life, have gratitude for each one of them. Pray about each one of them. Really pray. Say, wow, I'm so blessed. I'm so happy I have it. You love it. You have gratitude. And now you develop a healthy fear, which, how is your life look like without those things on your list? No, I want it all. I don't want to lose even one thing there. Now, that fear is becoming a fence to protect what you have. That's what Rabbi Elimelech shared with us. Now, the reason he shared it with us in this week portion, because he writes that Reeh is lirot. Reeh is to see, but Reeh is also kavod yirah. Yirah means awe. When you have an awe to everything, you have blessing. When you don't have awe, when you don't have like, wow, can't believe that. Now, Rabbi Elimelech said, develop it as a relationship to God as well. What is your relationship to God? You have to ask yourself, what is your relationship with the divine on a daily basis? With no phone, with no nothing, it's just you and the divine. What is your relationship? Is it a relationship of fear? Is it a relationship of awe? Is it a relationship of love? Or it's nothing. It can be nothing. But if you only have, everybody say, I love God, I love God. Did you go through fear and awe? Or it's only love? If it's only love, it's missing something. There is no value to love that doesn't have respect. If people tell you, I love you, but I disrespect you, that love is not going to last. I'm teaching you a lesson about relationship. People say to you, I love you, but I don't respect you. Or things that can make me really upset when people say it, but I'm not American, so I can't judge. I love you, but I don't like you. I like you, but I don't love you. People busy with the words, too much wording going on. I love you, and I love you, I like you, and I don't like you. I can stand you, but I love you. Enough with that. Enough. 3 levels. Love, awe, and fear. The fear can be motivated to show respect. The respect can be motivated you to get to love. When you find the one, and you are with the one, and you can lose that one, develop a fear. Wow, I don't want to lose that. Then that fear, gratitude. Then gratitude, go to love. Going back to the first subject I talked about. Your money, your health, your love, everything about what you have. When you feel you have enough, so you can share enough, what happened? You have gratitude to what you have. You love what you have, and you have a fear not to lose it. You just guarded everything, and that's what you can share, because you know you have it. But if people don't go to that level, it's a problem. So I'm about to tell you a story that I tell people always about gratitude and appreciation. The story is about the Baal Shem Tov, a great Kabbalist from Mizebush. We should go there too. We must go to Mizebush. And you know, when the Baal Shem Tov pray, or when the Baal Shem Tov eat dinner, on Shabbat, usually he had all the poor people, the farmer around him, and all the scholars are far away. So, he feed them, and then far away all the righteous people. And they see the rabbi, Baal Shem Tov, laughing in the middle of dinner. And usually rabbi, you know, the Talmud in Chagiga, the section in Chagiga, which is Talmud, it say it in English, אם הרב דומה למלאך השם צבאות, תורה יבקשו מפיהו. If your rabbi is looking like the angels of God, you should ask him to teach you Torah. ואם לא, and if he's not looking like the angel from heaven, you should not ask him to teach you. So of course the biggest question is, nobody have an angels and wings today. The worst. It's actually worse today than ever. Then the Rambam, Maimonides asked, so should we study from negative person? Maimonides say absolutely not. But the Zohar and the Baal Shem Tov, they say in our time, we are in the exile. We are in such a low level of spirituality that everybody can be a teacher. It doesn't matter who the teacher is. Because those teachers, even if they're negative, and they teach something spiritual, from their mouth will come something spiritual. You don't have to worry, because the generation is low. They call this generation Pnei HaKelev, the face of the dog. That's the name of our generation. Face of the dog. I'm sorry for the name, but some face of dog is beautiful, you know. So, but face of dog they consider low, because the dog is like go all the way down to the dirt, and human are higher. So that means everything is so low. Going back to our story of the Baal Shem Tov, where we connect to gratitude. So you see your rabbi, now you know, he looked like the angel, and he's laughing. And all the Kabbalists and all the righteous, he's laughing a little bit too much. Maybe those farmers give him drink. The next morning, he finished, they're reading the Torah, they're praying. Again, he drink a little bit, as usually they do, and he's laughing hysterical. He said, well, I'm worried about him. Something's off. And the same thing when they did the Havdalah. But in Havdalah, they couldn't wait anymore. So the righteous people come to him and said to him, Rabbi, you know, we really think of you as an angel. What is going on? Well, what's so funny? He said, well, you're asking so nice. Next weekend, I'm going to take you to the place so you can see what I saw with my mind. Because the Baal Shem Tov was such a high level, he could see far. And he take them to this town. Very poor people live there. And there is like a little place for Friday night. They see a shack, about 1 bedroom, you know. Toilet must be outside. And, you know, a few candles in the window. And he said, please, whatever you do, you cannot laugh right now. And if you laugh, please hold your mouth so you don't make any noise. They see a man approaching the house. Somebody is about like 55 years old. Approaching the house, and look normal, no righteous or anything like that. Opening the door, the window, they look. A wife, same age, And he come home and they singing before the Friday night dinner. You sit together to eat now, that's the dinner. And he said, Ishti, Kerati, my dear wife, my dear wife, my dear wife, how are we doing? Do we have dinner tonight? She said, would I forget about you? And of course she has a big pot, a spoon made of wood, those long one, and then one pot and one type of food. Beans with garlic. That's all what they have in the house. So she take the beans, as usually righteous and Kabbalists eat fish first. Make it like a shape of a fish. Serve it to her husband. Eat test from the beans, which is supposed to be fish. I tasted fish in my life, you look at her. But this fish is something else. We have to dance. So what? She tell him, we have to dance. You make me, you woke me up to feel love. You woke me up to feel how much we have. We have so much. We have so much in our life. We have to dance for that. Okay? They dance around the table. And the student of the Baal Shem Tov still don't know what they're looking for. Then she said to him, now I have the amazing steak for you. She arranged in the shape of steak, beans and some garlic. And he's cutting it like it was a steak. He take a bite. Oh, now that's a steak. Say, honey, we have to dance again. And they dancing again. And he look at her, she look at him and say, why are we so blessed to have way more than other people? Why us? Why we've been chosen? In that moment, there's a knock on the door. Now when you get knock on the door from the Baal Shem Tov and his student, you either did something the worst thing you ever can do, or you did something great. He's like a prophet. The door has been open, walking in, and the husband and wife standing, and the husband say, I'm sorry, right away he apologized, I'm sorry if I did something, listen, I think I pray okay today, or, so he said, don't worry, the Baal Shem Tov kept to see. The Baal Shem Tov look at them, say, listen to me. Since the two temples been destroyed in Jerusalem, the angels don't dance like they used to dance before. They couldn't find true love. When the angels saw you dancing with your wife last week and this week, they found love in this house. It was love. True love happened here. And the angel asked me to come here and to bless you with anything that you want. Anything that I want. Wow. The wife looked at him, he looked at her, said, well, we don't need any money, we have so much. Beans and garlic, right? But it will be nice. We try to have children. We're 55 years old, we never had children. Can you arrange some miracle up there? So of course, he said, bless both of them. And they gave birth to a child that has the same name as the Baal Shem Tov, the Rabbi Israel is them. And the Baal Shem Tov was the Sadak, he was the godfather. And he's become Rabbi Israel Bekozdich, one of the greatest Kabbalists of time. He used to make miracle. He's a guy who used to do miracle. And what do we learn from this lesson, from this story? A lot of time we think we don't have, but we have. We're always looking we have another drive for things we don't have yet. But when you are driving to things you don't have yet, you are drawing lack, you are drawing missing, you are drawing darkness. And you might have it eventually, but you're not going to enjoy it. You might have all the money you want, but you're not going to be happy. You might have all the long life you want to live, you're going to live till 120, but you're still not happy. You find your soulmate, and you're not going to enjoy them, because you're thinking about what you don't have. When you think that beans and garlic is a steak, or beans and garlic is the best fish you ever ate, and you want to celebrate every little thing you have in your life, not only that what you have will double itself, you will start receiving all kind of gifts that come to you. So when people don't want to share, it's because they think in their brain, I don't have. All the time I don't have. When you start reaching out to people, let's say you got this lesson tonight, you have to think about right away, who is one person in my life right now that I'm going to share with them this story to help them. You have to find one person, because you have to share. When you receive, you have to share. Hey, listen, I heard Eliyahu say some story. I think it can be good for you too. Let me share it with you. I want to share it with you. And you share it with another person. You don't have to name all the people about Shem Tov. It's just a story. It's a good story to be told to people who always feel, I don't have. You do have. But you don't celebrate what you have, and that's why you don't think you have. So this is an understanding of to listen. To be able, the blessing is to be able to listen. Listen to what? Everything that you have in your life has a voice. We might not hear it, but there is a frequency. To everything has vibration and frequency. Those vibration and frequency that exist are talking to you. They talking to you. They're moving all the time. Everything, the books are talking. Everything is talking. That's why when I'm going to Israel and I'm going to different grave, this year, when we go in November, I'm not going to do just grave, I'm going to make it experiential. Because when you do too many grave and connection, sometimes it's tremendous amount of energy, then the vessel, the container fall apart. And then you come back home depressed and down. So when you go there, try to think that you're touching a place which is 4,000 years old. What's unique about it? It's not only the place. What Rav Ashlag say, it's all the people that ever touched that stone. 4,000 years of people coming and touching that stone. Think about all Kabbalists who passed through that place and say, I need help. So when you go to Hebron, the first person who went there, Caleb, from 3,400 years ago, and he begged for help. Because when you beg for help, it's not happening. But you have to beg. But don't beg because you don't have. Beg, say righteous. I'm not appreciative enough of what I have. I'm not appreciative my husband, my wife, my partner, my business, my money, my health. Give me power to always be happy. Because the ultimate goal of humanity is to be happy. It's not money. Money is not the goal. Money is what people believe will make them happy. You understand? Everything we wish to have is eventually to lead us into one word, happiness. But some people believe money make them happy, food make them happy, sex make them happy. Something make you happy, so that's why you want it. You wouldn't chase something that make you miserable. You wouldn't chase it. So happiness is the goal of every human being. If happiness is not your goal, you gotta see somebody professional, Happiness should be the ultimate goal of every human being. Now, whatever make you happy, if it's money or other thing, or job or not job, vacation, some people love vacation. They love vacation. I cannot be in vacation for too long. Some people like it. I went to teach at a community of vacation one time. It was the worst thing ever happened to me. Ever. Most of you don't know that place. It's called Punta del Este. It's in South America. It's a 3 months vacation. How can people take 3 months vacation? I don't get it. I can't. Okay, it's like, what's going on? What's happening next? So maybe something weird about me, And my friend always make fun of me and say, relax, Eliyahu. I say, already relax. I saw the blue ocean and I saw the sand. And I eat already the pineapple. I got it. 48 hours. What's after that? So yes, they call me a personality, hyper, all kind of name. I said, I get it. And my cousin, when I go to Israel, always tell me, here is Eliyahu. He's sitting, let me see how long he's going to sit on this chair. I said, man, I'm sitting, I'm here, but what else was happening? Some people can sit actually for 3 months in Punta del Este. You know what Punta del Este is? Like the #1 vacation place in South America. #1. You go there, the ocean is still blue, I'm telling you. Still blue. The people are nice, but what's funny, people bring the psychiatrist with them. You know that? The group of vacation, you bring your psychiatrist with you, by the way. You bring your doctor, your psychiatrist, because you're there for a long time. It's amazing. So people hire me to come to do the spiritual group thing. But I was added to the psychologist, psychiatrist, and nutrition, yoga instructor. I was one of those 7 magic thing. So I'm like, when you come after the psychiatrist, you can't say this, you have to say something, boom, like astrology or Kabbalah, So it's kind of, but the people are sad. And I said, why are you so sad? You have a big house on the ocean, you have 5 cars, you have it all. Sad. I don't have love. You do. That person love you. Unbelievable human being. So from here we learn that you can have it all, but you cannot not necessarily going to be happy. Happiness is a gift of God. It's a gift from the angels. But to have happiness, you have to remember fear, awe, and love, or fear, gratitude, and love. So you found something you love, stop. Have gratitude, stop. Have fear that you might lose it. And then the gratitude will keep it going all the time. But if you find something you love and say, no big deal, then it's not a big deal. It will be gone in a second. Please remember that, because I want to teach you tonight how to have everything you ever wish and how to be able to be more sharing. Because you can't share something you don't have. If you believe you're miserable and you don't have money, how are you going to give money? How are you going to give money? You can't give money when you don't think you have money. You can give to the poor if you think the poor have the same as you are. So there is a disease. King Solomon called that disease the Gamanira iti machala ra'a tachat hashemesh. I also saw a bad disease under the sun. That's what King Solomon called it in the book of Kohelet. I don't know the name in English, I'm sorry. That's the name. You can say it long ago. Yeah. So what's Shlomo HaMelech? What King Solomon teaches? Being cheap is not bad people. It don't make you a negative human being. It makes you a sick human being. If you feel you don't have enough, it's not because you're bad. It's a disease, you have to shake it away. You don't believe you have enough food. You don't believe you have enough time to enjoy life. You don't believe you have enough good job. You don't believe you have enough money. You're always into what you don't have. That's a disease. That's why you become cheap. That's why you become cheap. When you become cheap, the way down is just crash to sadness. When you not cheap with nothing, not just with money, with love, with food you have, with clothes, you want to give jacket to somebody. You're always thinking, what can I give? What can I give? You are happy all the time. Giving people are happy. Cheap people cannot be happy because they're afraid they don't have enough. And that's why the Torah tells us this week, Shemitah, every 7 years, let go of the land, only in Israel, not here. Only Israel, let go of the land. Why only in Israel? Because Israel is Malchut. Is the receiving force is strong there. Let it go, don't touch the food. And then, the blossom that come after this is tremendous, tremendous. Okay. Now, what is the idea of tithing and charity has to do with it, with this week portion? The idea of charity is one of the only thing, by the way, charity is not when you do a favor to somebody. Charity is when you are in danger or you are in a serious problem and you need a way out. So basically you buy your way out. It's not contribution and it's not tithing. There's 3 ways of giving money or giving physical thing. Tithing is 10% of your income after tax. Why? Because there is everything in life as 10 layers. It's called Sefirot. It starts from Keter, end up all the way to Malchut. Malchut is physicality. You only give the physical part of the money and you stay with the 90% of the money in your domain. Why do you have to give the 10%? Because that percent of the money is touching below the Malchut, what it's come, Klipot. So that's how the Klipot start eating your money without even you know. So tithing is actually to protect your business. It's not generosity at all. It's actually business investment. Then come the contribution. Contribution you don't have to do. Contribution, for example, the chair that you're sitting on, I don't know, some of you are sitting on the green one, are charity. The table, okay, let's start with it. This table was charity, right? By my friend, Dr. Eliyahu, right? God bless his soul. Charity, it's not charity, it's contribution. So he want to ask me if I can use a table to teach on the table so it will be light. But he want to give it to help us. I said, thank you so much, very kind of you. So he come, that's called contribution. Tzedakah, which is called charity, is something else. And you have to tell the person, let's say when you give us, we have a non-profit, so when you give us, you have to tell us, what is it? Is it tithing? Is it contribution? Or is it charity? When you give charity, it's totally different meditation. Because that meditation is to save you. God forbid, people who are sick have to give charity. People who have issue with soulmate, having kids, you have to give charity with the right meditation. How much? There is no decision. That's up to the person. There's no how much. In tithing, it has to be exactly 10%. But charity is based on the person. Normally people start giving charity from this Thursday night. This Thursday night till Sukkot, this is considered the month of purity and the month of mercy. So people start giving charity because they want to clean their soul. So you will see it if you are living in this area. All over Pico, you're going to see boxes and people just give. Because it's almost like you're buying your soul. Okay? But of course, charity cannot be the only thing you do. You have to be spiritual, you have to be kind, you have to be nice. But charity help you, and you're allowed to say, with this charity, please help me to become a better human being. You're allowed to say that. You're allowed to say that. So, when you do the charity, tell us this week portion, you cannot have a bad eye. You cannot have negative eyes. What does a negative eyes look like? A lot of people give. And after they give, they reconsider if their giving was the right thing to do. So they give $300 and they start saying, I'm not sure I give to the right person. I'm not sure I give to the right place. I think I've been fooled. According to this week portion, you're not allowed to do that. Not allowed. You gave, let it go. What if they fool you? Next time they don't. You have to believe that the Creator, the Divine, playing a role too in this whole situation. So if you meet the wrong people, there is a reason for that too. Because those wrong people meant to abuse you, use you. Okay. So this is, instead of something worse can happen to you. So wrong people coming into my life for a reason. But God is still running the show. I don't know how many of you have ever been robbed. I think it happened to me 2 or 3 times. When you get robbed, you get clean from negativity. You're clean from negativity. I remember that we were living in Boca and somebody broke to our place and emptied all the electronic. Only electronic. No jewelry, no electronic. So I was happy because I understand we get empty from negativity. But of course my kids, after 2 weeks, they were young. Actually the community came to see me at the house. They sent 2 people to see me. Said, Eliyahu, what's going on with the TV, Xbox, this? I said, no, this was the cleaning. And this guy woke me up. He said, well, Eliyahu, it's very nice that you think it's cleaning, but you have young kids. They need a little TV, something. Xbox, something. It's very nice you're sitting at the home and meditate. But I look at your children, it's a little shock for them. So, what? You talking to me? So when I saw that, I said, wow, this is to be sensitive. So sometimes you going on a spiritual journey, you have to look around you to see that people are with you on the same ride. It cannot be Moses. Very nice, Moses. Nice to meet you, Moses. But listen, there's people who are not into Moses right now. They want to watch the news. Okay, how's that? Okay, so we need to learn. We need to learn from that a lot. But when you meet people that are wrong for you and you're helping them, don't be sorry for the help you did for them. Don't let jealousy affecting your brain. Don't let jealousy affecting your brain. Don't let jealousy affect your brain. Because a lot of time, people give charity, I hear them saying, oh, I gave to this place. There were nobody when I met them. And now, look at them. They don't even remember my name. Okay? They don't. So you did it for them to remember your name? Or these 2 farmers that are next to each other, they have a lot of acres, and both of them grow, what's growing a lot in California lately. So both of them grow. They're both growing. That little fight that I made peace between them, thank God. Thank you, God. So I didn't understand in the beginning what I'm getting into. They knew each other, but try to imagine the field on the left, it's not going well, and the field on the right, it's going well. So the guy on the left, I don't know what the religion is, I didn't ask, but gets so angry, and he started destroying the land of the guy on the right. He couldn't take it. He couldn't take it. Beautiful people. Two of them are beautiful people, but he went down. It happened. Sometimes jealousy kills your brain. It's a jealousy is worse than a hatred. Because jealousy makes the people who are jealous from you come closer to you. People who hate you stay away from you. But jealous people want to come closer to you. So he started destroying a lot of the leaves, a lot of the flower. Like really bad. And the guy on the right don't find out what's going on. What's happening? So one night he was going into that area. Nobody go there at night. And he found the owner with two people doing all kind of damage. He was nice. No, but he was nice. See, you? And they almost get into a fight and police and problem and this and that. But they knew each other from before. They were friends. And the guy on the left starts crying. So man, I can't take it anymore. I can't breathe. I can't think. It's not about the money. It's about I feel like a loser. Here's a film next to me perfect, and here's this nothing happening. What am I doing wrong? I use the same, everything the same. So he said to him, instead of being busy every night, destroy a different part of my field, you would invest more in your field. You will do better. That's what he answered. And at that point was a little argument, and of course I came in, and the guy on the right, very spiritual. Okay, the guy on the left, now he's spiritual. Okay, now. And the idea is, don't get angry with jealous people. Don't hate them. Jealousy is a disease. It's a very difficult disease. And sometimes when people see you driving a better car than them, it pinches their heart. Or they see you are better looking than them, it crushed their heart. Or they feel you have a better love or better money, it destroyed them. So it's not that they hate you, they just want to have what you have. They don't want to have the same like you, they want you to be like them. So it's dangerous, it's evil eye, right? But the reason I mention it, as we talk about having enough and giving charity, giving tithing, when you are feeling that life was not good to you, you're always going to run into jealousy. Jealous people basically feel life has not been fair to them. And that's why they develop jealousy. Or there is not enough money for everybody. There is not enough soulmate for everybody. The market is full of soulmate. Why you are sitting there and busy with, oh, somebody talk to my soulmate. Some people panic. You know, they go into the bathroom, they have to drink. You ever saw a fight? I saw it. They have like one of those apple martini situations, sitting there, and one of them go to the bathroom. They come back, there's another person talking. They're trying. There's a zebra on the bar, you gotta try, right? Yeah, zebra just arrived to the bar. The hyena, they're coming. There's a hyena coming, see apple martini with the zebra. We have a situation here, right? Don't ever wear black and white on the bar, it's like zebra, right? So they're coming, then this person come. I love to look at people. This is my favorite thing, like sitting and looking at movies. There's so many movies going on. And somebody, he come back, or she come back from the toilet. Oh my God, that's a nightmare. And there is like, almost like a body language of how to get your body in between the apple martini to the person, and make sure you put you show them like the paper, what do you call it, the title for a building, what do you call it,
Deed.
The deed of the person with the picture, that belongs to me, huh? Clear on that? What is with that? We get so jealous, like we don't believe there's a flow. There's a flow. And I'm not saying it's easy. I'm not even thinking it's easy. But I'm saying there's a flow of energy. There's a flow of money. There's a flow of love. There's a flow of soul. There's a flow all the time happening. And sometimes that flow wash things. It wash. And I know it's difficult to hear it. And then when that river come, it wash things. They need to go to a test too. your partner. You need to go to a test too. The person, the hyena that come to hunt the zebra, need to go to a test too. The whole thing has to flow. And then if cheating happened, God forbid, nobody want to be in a situation like that. You have to understand that maybe that person was doing the best thing for you, so it has to be washed. It has to be washed. So you can't have that belong to me, and jealousy if somebody take what you already have, or to be angry about that I don't have enough and what's going to be with my story. You can't think like that. Because when you think like that, you are blocking your potential. You are blocking the Reeh. Reeh means to see. You no longer see what's going on. Last week we talked about Vaya Ekef Tishmeun, if you will listen. This week, Reeh, the eye, we are elevating to the next level. What is the next level? Chokhmah. Because the eyes is in the level of Chokhmah. Last week was in Binah, in the ears. We are elevated to ultimate level. But you want to get there, you have to feel you have enough. And I want to share. I'm here to share. Who want to receive? What people get scared? Oh my God, if I say I want to share, it's going to be a problem. Going to be a problem, not enough. I remember one Shabbat we did when we just got this place, and Debbie and me decided to do dinner for everybody. We didn't know the people in the neighborhood. We didn't know nothing. And we have kids. It's kind of scary a little bit. And people start coming. We have packed kitchen in the room, here packed with people in there. And Debbie look at me, say, we don't know nobody here. This is our place, and we have no idea who those people. We have enough food. We have Chinese for everybody. I don't know if you've been in that Shabbat. We have Chinese food for everybody, but we don't know them. We don't know anybody. And I don't tell you if it was the right decision, wrong decision. It's not even the point. But when you let the flow of energy, like what we do Rosh Hashanah, we want to open our place for Rosh Hashanah for people to come in Rosh Hashanah and have food. And have a free service. Whoever register first, of course, get in. So free service with food, with everything for the people. When you thinking sharing, jealousy will never find you. When you think in jealousy, you can no longer do sharing. And when you cannot do sharing, you have to be miserable. Because you think you don't have enough. And that's why you don't share. So for that reason, this week, you want to practice on who you're sharing with and what are you sharing with them. You have to make almost like a schedule. It doesn't have to be money. It can be coffee. It could be tea. It could be good words. It could be a hug. Like people that you not normally even say hello to at your work. Never say hello to them. A place, cafe that you drink. You go to the person in the back. Not the person who asks you what do you want to drink. The person nobody say hello to. In the corner. It's me in the corner, losing my religion, right? Me in the corner, someone there. You go and see that person, the one who washed the cup and cleaned the espresso machine. How are you? Talking to me? Yeah, how are you doing? How are you doing today? Yeah, here is a flower. Here is bubble gum. Here is a letter for appreciation. It's not a lot. It's not a lot. But it's a lot. That will open all your channel. Of everything will open up for you this week. But you have to go out of your way to ask people how they doing. How are you? You go to a sushi place, you talk to the waiters or you talk to this, but there is the people who actually make the sushi. Nobody even know they're there. Then there's the head of sushi person, look very strong, as usually the knife you're proud of, and you have the people in the bag washing the dishes, or the one who just cut the cucumber. That's what they're allowed to do. That's it. Go to the cucumber guy. How are you? You're going to start opening your eyes. Reeh. Reeh. See. Reeh. You want all the sas. Reeh. Then God will give you a gift to see all the greatest thing you have already in your life. Then you say, wow, I have so much. I have so much. You always have more than the other, like the story with the beans. But you always can have less too. Depends on who you are. And how you're thinking about it. And that's changed everything about your being. I know people who are super rich and visible, and I know people who have almost nothing, and that's as happy as unbelievable. So it's not the money. It's not what they have. It's not the love. It's not nothing. I had one time a student that challenged me. because he's always positive. So being a Scorpio, I said, I gotta challenge that person. I'm gonna make sure I make his life miserable until he hate me. And I was so happy with the challenge. It's true. I bother him and I bother him. And after like 10 weeks, I go, how you doing? This is me. I was the one that bother you and pick up on you in the lecture. Say, Eliyahu, you are unbelievable. So what? You are unbelievable. You knew that I was working on my ego that week, and that's why you pick up on me. And you did such a great job. I thought, my God, this is not working. I start crying. I said, this guy's good. See, didn't bother you? Bother you? Bother me? That's that you actually helped me that much? It changed my relationship. It changed my relationship to my kids, to my wife. You saved me. And I was like so what to tell him, but it wasn't my purpose. My purpose was actually to bother you a little bit, to see if you are for real spiritual. And I couldn't say, you pass every test, and I'm embarrassed now. I couldn't tell him that. So every time I go to him and I want to thank him, like after that I told him the story, I said, I want to thank him. He's almost like not listening to my story. I said, do you understand? I want to bother you. I'm the bad guy here. I'm this. I said, yeah, no, you're not the bad guys. He's teaching me now. So you had a mission, and your mission came from God, and you had to do your mission like this. So no. I came from the devil at that day, and I want to do that. I said, no. And he keeps teaching me, student. I said, no, the devil also came from God, sent to you, so you can help me. I said, my God, can I make you negative? Say, no, nobody's negative. There is no negativity. Remember, it was many years ago. I couldn't believe there is a human being like that. I met him, I said, my God, this is the biggest lesson of my life. So what do we want to do now? I want you to close your eyes. Even I want to share with you more, but let's close the eyes. And let's think about one person in your life close to you. Somebody who's close to you that need love. Somebody who's definitely need love. Think about their soul. I want you to see the heart and the mind connected. It's almost like the heart chakra and the crown chakra are connected, like if they were a baby. And you want to think about their name, think about their soul. Just give them love with your mind now. And what I want you to do, surprise them every day this week, without they know it's you, please. With letters, with gift, with chocolate. They should never find out it's you. And in everything that you do for them, you just meditate that it's to awakening the love within them. And with the merit of you doing good for others, heaven will open to you, that you will be able to see all the goodness you already have in your life. Thank you everybody for coming. I appreciate it. Thank you.